So who better to teach this topic than someone who loves calisthenics back day or pull day and has been drawing since he was 7. So yeah, we're gonna break the back into 3 main pieces or parts, and then we're going to get on the smaller details right at the end. So let's get right into it. So the back has many big and small muscles, right? We want to focus on the big ones first so we can focus on the small ones later. Because with a good understanding of the big muscles, we can get away with a lot of stuff in drawing the back and without people even noticing. Okay, so big muscle number 1, the latissimus dorsi or the lats, my favorite muscle group besides the delts.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
Hey, this is not a thirst trap. This is for educational purposes only. Just let me have my moment, man. The legs take up a lot of the back muscles, and if you are into body aesthetics, you know they are among the most important muscle groups you need to build to make an attractive body. This is important when you want to draw girls or guys with beautiful bodies or aesthetic bodies. Since this muscle gives your body what is called a V-taper, I want you to think Dorito when you are drawing it. Let's start by making our figure a bit skinnier so we can draw the muscles on top. Let's make them bony, right? We want to add a Dorito on the back. The Dorito being a triangle, and the triangle will represent the lats for now, because we haven't added the details, right? Like, it'll make sense as we move along. Before we even move on to step 2 or the muscle group 2, we have to draw a little V, upside down V at the bottom of the Dorito. Why we do this is because the muscle naturally looks like that. To number 2, we have the trapezius or the traps. They make a kite shape at the top of the body, on top of the V, right, on top of the Dorito, right? But then at the bottom of the kite shape, they also have that little V that you put on the Dorito shape. They also submit to a V. Now the trap has a bit of a weird shape, so at the top they are a bit wider, so the corners, the top corners of the kite are going to be wider. They're not going to be exactly like a quadrilateral. And if you want to get a bit accurate with this, you can draw a little diamond at the top there to make sure that there's separation in your muscles. By the way, the middle line in the middle of your stick figure, right, it's literally there in real life, so don't exactly dismiss it or skip it, because you can literally feel it when you put your hand on your back. There's a line here, so you don't want to skip that. It's always there. It's gonna make your back look complete. Now lastly, we have the mess between the lats and the traps, and these muscles, they are muscles. It's not one group. It consists of the infras, and I don't really know these muscles because they are small muscles. Even when I'm training, I just ignore them. I don't care about them. They just develop on their own, I guess. I suggest to first draw triangles in the shoulders. This will represent the delts. The delts are the shoulder muscles, right? There's the lateral delt, the rear delt, and the front delt. These are the shoulder muscles. We'll get into them some other time when we're doing anatomy, but for now let's talk about the smaller muscle. The smaller back muscles, right, we want to put them right in between the rear delt, the traps, and the lats, so they will be somewhere right here. Draw a little wide U shape just there. Now if you're doing a really simple art style for someone who's jacked but not jacked like bodybuilder jack, you can stop right here. But if you want to draw someone who's shredded, that has a low body fat percentage, you will want to draw the details, right? What I suggest you do here is you draw the shape of a squinted eye, right? And that's it. That's pretty much the basis of it, and you can get away with pretty much everything. I've tried different shapes with this. This seems to be the best one, so yeah, I'll stop there for today. Now that your shapes are done, you are pretty much finished with your back, right? Now what you could do is take the anatomy chart which I showed earlier. I'll drag it here again, and then you want to assess whether how muscular your character is, right? So maybe here you could just make your lines a bit more organic, like curved, and then just leave it at that. Now to cover the small muscles that I said would be relevant, right, or could be relevant, I'm gonna cover the top arm muscles. Now if you want to draw someone like Goki or Akuma from Street Fighters, maybe they are doing the Shin Goku Satsu pose, right? You will want to know how to draw at least the top half of the muscles, right? And then the bottom you can thug it out. Yeah, I'll just teach you in a future video, but for that I'll just give you an interesting hack, a short hack for you to use, right? The arm, you're going to draw on that skinny bone figure. You're gonna draw a croissant, and then you're just going to extend the tip a bit down, right? And this will just be the rest of your croissant, and you're pretty much done. You're going to add the smaller details that don't matter as much, but that about covers the arm, and then the smaller part you can just shade them dark, and then you are pretty much finished with it. But then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for today's video, today's tutorial. And remember, give your characters a good fit if your anatomy ain't shit.
Yeah.